watch TV or lay down.
This is a nice scoop.
Give me that.
What's up,
They're
Dirk?
waiting for that. They're waiting for that. We got to spread the floor, guys.
My game.
Oh, let's go. He wasn't there. He wasn't
Holla in the
there.
chat.
Come on, man. Come on.
Late night with Mac Memphis 2K. NBA 2K24. We in. We do
Hi, and
not
welcome
own the
everyone
rights to
here on
any
2K
music in the
Sports.
background.
Can't wait to get some NBA action going. And tonight, we've got the Indiana Pacers playing against the Orlando Magic. I'm Kevin Harlan, along a look at the starting group for the Magic. Paul George is out there with Banchero. Then there's Rogers. Then there's Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. And for Indiana, they've got Tyrese Halliburton. Walker out there with Turner. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard position. And every season you have teams, Greg, that start out hot only to falter. How do you separate the real from the rest?
Kevin, that's a good question. And one thing is what we call point differential. Doesn't just look at wins and losses, but margins of victory. And it can indicate who's really built to go the distance.
Walker's shot is off. Here's Banchero. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Mathurin. To the inside, Turner. Some solid defense here from Rogers. To the paint, here's Banchero. Walker with the rebound. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last game.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Here's Wagner, and he banks in the layup.
Wagner looking fearless against the contact that time. Expected it and played through it in attack mode.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And it's Halliburton penetrating. Here's Turner. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's George. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Benign contact like that, not going to do anything to disrupt George's focus. Been around too long for that.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Inside, here's Turner. Yes, that goes in. Turner's got 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Down low, here's Rogers. Good work defensively by Turner.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Bucket is good.
Gutsy play that time from Banchero inside against pretty physical defense, too.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Now Halliburton in the game against Toronto. Very impressive. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here is something, Greg, from Pacers history. They were a dynasty at one point, and you remember it well.
Yeah, you're talking about the ABA days, but it's true. The Pacers were a dominant team before the merger. They won 3 titles in 4 seasons just before joining the league.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. They trail by 3. Outside, Walker. Pass to Mathurin. good on the triple.
He'll mix one in here and there. Matthews stretches the floor that way, making the defense respect his three ball.
Pass to Wagner. It's George on the wing. Here's Rogers, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Here's Nemhard. He's defended by Wagner. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. 5 to shoot. Shot's good by Walker.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way up his sleeve.
Here's Rogers. And the three ball is good. Rogers has got 7. Pacers trail by 3. And here's Halliburton. Nothing on the board. Mathurin with the ball. Now guarded by Rogers. And it's Mathurin missing. The Magic have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And that one's good. Wagner. Wagner's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
Floats it up for Walker. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Walker against Banchero. Out to Turner. Rogers pulls it in. Rogers has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Wagner. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
What I love about Wagner is that he's a guy that never stops moving. He's always in action.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
And it's slammed in by Turner.
Sweet dime that time from Halliburton. This combo guard has really impressive floor awareness, folks.
Wagner on the wing. To the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Rogers has got 11 points.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Halliburton with it. Still scoreless. Over Suggs. And that one hits back iron. Orlando leading by 7. Rogers passes to Suggs. Over Halliburton. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensive.
Down low. Here's Turner. Outside Mathurin. Wants to get it to Turner, and does. The shot's good. He's got 9.
That's all about the ticker for Turner. Big heart, the real juggernaut on the boards who uses those long arms exceedingly well to get second chance opportunity.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Pass to Nemhard. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Turner. Almost, but it rolls out.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
To the paint, here's Rogers, and there's the dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
So the Pacers called timeout, their first of the game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them,
timeout because I wasn't trying to do
together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness is evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Timeout.
Jalen Duren, he's jacked in for the Magic. Black comes in for George. Now, here's McConnell. And he also played really well on that win against the Raptors. Wagner against Mathurin. Clock at 6. Here's Wong. The good-looking shot from the wing. And it's the Magic with the ball. They have a 9-point lead. They defeated the Wizards in their last one.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
McConnell scanning the floor to the inside. Turner. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And that's 11 points for Miles Turner.
A big-time presence in the post. That's exactly what they want from Turner.
Hey, Greg, we love watching T.J. McConnell on the floor. It's like watching a guard from a couple decades ago.
And Kevin, this guy's just an old-school point guard. His focus is on defense and passing, and great at both of those as an undersized guard in today's NBA.
Here's Wong. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Jacks up a 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Wong's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Duren. Here is Rogers. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
There's the lob to the hoop. And Toppin throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Wong. He's got 5. On its way from Turner for 2. That shot misses.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Back to Black. Inside. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Takes the 13-footer. A shot by McConnell, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
A nice shot by Black.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. Got a piece of it.
Good closeout from Suggs right there. How about the young fella impacting the game at the defensive end?
A nice shot by Black.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Tipped away. And now Orlando on the break. Rodgers passes to Wagner. That's it, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Turner gets it rolling now. He can be a dominant scorer.
Orlando leading by 17. Pass to Rodgers. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. A three-pointer, no. To the paint. Here's Turner. And so it's the Orlando Magic out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection. Can give you.
Substitution. And they look good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And over the course of the season,
One shot.
they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
The way the league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital, setting that standard for others to follow.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, prime time in the last game against Washington was a man on a mission. He had an impressive number of points, and to everybody's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. He made a number of threes. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game. Boy, it had the league abuzz. We'll see what he's got in store tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Wagner kicks to Jackson. Here's Rodgers. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
Indiana's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. McConnell passes to Nembhard. Here's Turner. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Turner's got 15 points.
Hey, Turner's not just an interior scorer. This guy has a jumper that's really reliable. So you got to honor and respect his shot.
Here's Rodgers. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now, here's McConnell. He's tightly guarded, and Toppin throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
And he's just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Now, here's McConnell. D right on him. Suggs with the steal. And here's the fast break. Suggs leading the way. And that one is good. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's Nemhard. He's defended by Wagner. Over in the corner, Mathurin. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Orlando ball.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Obi Toppin. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 12-4 run. Suggs passes to Rogers. Suggs with the ball. Orlando moving the ball around. The pass to Banchero. Down low. Rogers can't make the basket. Pacers shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Turner's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's weight room action right there. Excellent strength from Turner. You try to get physical with him, and he can overpower you.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
McConnell finds Mathurin.
First half, 2 minutes.
Turner against Rogers. Here's Mathurin, and the call on the shot sends him to the line. So Clark with his talent and upside. The future is extremely bright for Benedict Mathurin.
Very bright, shining extremely bright. I love this young man. Like his comportment, Kevin, as much as I like his athleticism and his ability to score at all 3 levels, he just seems to be unfazed and plays with the maturity and confidence that belies his youth.
Duran, he's checked in for Orlando. Banchero against Mathurin. Pass to Nemhard. He feeds it to Turner. Pass to Toppin. Here's Nemhard. He's defended by Wagner. A shot by Nemhard, no good.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Suggs passes to Rogers. Launches it. Nemhard grabs the board.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Drives to the hoop. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Franz Wagner. A second-round draft pick in 2022, Clark. Nemhard is pretty impressive.
I might even categorize him as a surprise hit, if you will. He makes a huge impact out there when he's on the floor. And for somebody that was drafted in the 2nd round, that's great value. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Both good from the line that time. Orlando's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Rogers, nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Boy, nice pass that time by Suggs. I love his composure and presence.
There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. McConnell kicks to Toppin. Back to McConnell. Passes it to Toppin. Misses the layup. Orlando's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And Banchero, here we go. Rogers passes to Duran. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, hopefully it's not from lack of effort on his part. But his free throw shooting, compared to what he did last year, has been terrible.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. To the middle. And Turner throws it down.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
Here's Rogers. And so it's Orlando, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from primetime.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
They've got Benedict Mathurin. Turner is out there with Walker. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the two-guard spot. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Halliburton with it. Picked up by Suggs. And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
Orlando's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Wagner on the wing. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Count that one. Rogers has got 42 in the game.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Here's Halliburton. To the wing on the left. Here's Nembhard. He's defended by Wagner. Shots good by Turner.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense. Sensing and seeing separation as the pass is coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
To the inside. And he jams it with authority.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Here's Nembhard. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. He dishes it to Turner. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nemhard. Rogers pulls it in. Rogers has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Halliburton. Rogers pulls it in. Rogers has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Suggs passes to Rogers. Knocks down the 3-ball. Rogers has got 49 points in the game.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Here's Nemhard. 11 feet out, and he hits it. The Magic have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pacers are forming chemistry. Tyrese Halliburton said in recent years they were saying the locker room was a quiet place, not many conversations. We've tried to impact the culture and create a different atmosphere. It's genuine. We appreciate and love each other. We want to see each other succeed and prove people wrong. Kevin?
Yeah, I know you agree with me. They are on their way. Here's Rogers. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Magic.
Substitution on the court.
Walker the pass to Mathurin. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Orlando's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Halliburton looking around. He kicks it to Walker to end the run. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Carter outside to the middle. Here's Rogers. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution. Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Now, here's Suggs. He's covered by Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Carter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Carter's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Post powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Such an integral part to Halliburton's game. He's one of the best passers in the league.
It's George on the wing. Kicks it to Suggs. Carter the pass to Rogers. Orlando moving the ball around. From outside the arc. Good on the 3-point shot. Rogers has got 59 points.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Over George. Orlando grabs the miss. Rogers has got 11 rebounds in the game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Here's Halliburton. It's not going to go for him.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Suggs passes to Rogers. Deep two from Wagner. And the rebound goes. Defensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's Mathurin missing. Orlando's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. George passes to Rogers. Fires the three. Another bucket. Wow. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Shot to stop the run. Walker's shot is off.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And the Magic making a change here. Anthony's checked in. The Pacers shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. It's Wagner atop the key. Here is Rogers. And it's Orlando with another. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Magic.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And the pass to Rogers. Again, the Magic score.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Pass to Toppin. George with the defensive effort.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Halliburton with it. Now Anthony defending. Here's Wong. Here's Costa. Drops in the layup for 2.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Now Wagner. He's got 12. Inside, here's Rogers, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Wagner, he'll find the wide open teammate more often than not. Heady player.
Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Halliburton passes to Toppin. Costa guarded by Rogers. Some solid defense there from Rogers. George against Toppin. Pass to Rogers. And here's Carter trying to find Wagner and gets it to him. 6 to shoot. Here's Rogers. Goes back up. And Wagner lays it in. Wagner's got 4 points in the quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Anthony against Halliburton. That's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Magic.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Halliburton. Duran, he's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Wagner. Here's Wong. He's got 5. To the paint. Here's Costa. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now, here's Duran. Tight defense on him. Count that bucket. Duran's got 5.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes
defense inside. Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And here's McConnell. No scoring in this one. Good, nice job down low.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.